A WWE star is planned for a SummerSlam return, plus a title match is set for TNA Slammiversary, and we have the real reason that Jey Uso lost the world title this week. It's all in the Cultaholic Wrestling news right now. SummerSlam on the horizon, and it could be the place where we see somebody who hasn't been in a WWE ring since WrestleMania. And I'm not surprised, because it was quite a brutal triple threat match that this person competed in.
Absolutely, yeah. Her fingies. Her poor fingies.
Her poor fingies. We are, of course, talking about the fastest, the quickest, the roughest, the toughest, the best, the
strongest.
The strongest, the longest, the almost as long Dennis. Bianca Belair. Two broken fingers in that banger of a triple threat at WrestleMania just a few months ago has meant that she hasn't been in ring for a little while she recovers from it. But she's in the mix with quite a key storyline in the women's division on SmackDown. We have an update from PW Insider on Bianca Belair's status.
Yeah, they say the hope internally within WWE is that Bianca Belair will return to the ring by SummerSlam this August, if not before. The injury forced her storyline involvement in Naomi versus Jade Cargill to be recalibrated by WWE Creative.
Which is why I think it feels a little bit strung out.
Yes.
In the way that it has, because obviously we had Jade very confidently beat Naomi at WrestleMania,
yeah.
But it still seems to be rumbling on a little bit.
Yeah, it does feel that way, doesn't it? And I imagine, what do you think, right? Do you think if Bianca's to come back by SummerSlam or even before SummerSlam, do we set up a world title match between her and Io Sky? Maybe Bianca wins, then Naomi cashes in straight away afterwards?
What if, I like your thinking. What if this is the catalyst for a Bianca Belair heel turn?
Oh, and she sides with Naomi or something.
Helps Naomi beat Io Sky. Or Tiffy Tiff.
That would be really interesting, because then Jade is essentially just outnumbered at that point as well, isn't she?
I think going into SummerSlam, we look at a situation where we do get that Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill match, but it's Belair as a heel against Jade Cargill as a face. I think that there is so much crowd support for Bianca Belair still, though, that you might run the risk when you do that of having that moment where the good guys booed and the bad guys cheered in the big match that they would do at SummerSlam.
I think that's it as well, isn't it? And I think so many people are behind Naomi at the moment as well.
Yeah.
But you don't necessarily want to boo her either, because she's so good in that role at the same time, and she also deserves it very much too.
Well, we'll see. And so basically, if you wonder why this story seems to kind of just be in this weird little holding pattern, it's because we're waiting for Bianca Belair's fingers to reconnect before we get back in the ring and get some conclusions to that. There was talk of Jade Cargill being a key focus heading into Evolution, where we may see something with her, maybe a title match with her.
Yeah, maybe. I believe it was also like rumored to be around something to do with Charlotte Flair as well.
Yes,
which would be a big deal for sure for Jade to be in that position.
Some intriguing matches heading into Evolution and then into the summer for WWE. But TNA are getting ready for Slammiversary, their big show of the year. One title match already announced. We're going to talk about that in a moment. But it looks to be another one that is not official yet, but I would say maybe a week or so from becoming that way.
Yeah, the returning Killer Kelly won an 8-4-1 match to earn a future opportunity at her former tag team partner, Masha Slamovic's TNA Knockouts World title, which, as Tom mentioned, may end up taking place at Slammiversary. I imagine it will do as well.
Former Knockouts World Tag Team Champions. These two were brilliant as a tag team, and I love how there's a story here straight away.
Yes, yeah.
You know, they
already baked in, isn't it?
Already baked in. They were great rivals. They became an amazing tag team. They can become great rivals again. I'm up for seeing that one. One title match already set in stone. It was announced on Impact last night that the X Division title will be defended at Slammiversary, with Moose putting it on the line against the guy that pinned him recently, Leon Slater. This I'm very, very intrigued by.
What? I feel like obviously then this weekend coming out of the Triple Mania stuff that we're getting across TNA, Moose has surely got to retain then, right?
I think Moose retains at Triple Mania.
Yeah.
I think the match graphic and stuff kind of telegraphs that's going to be the case.
Yeah.
I then think Leon Slater beats him. I think there's an opportunity to create the youngest X Division champion in history, and a guy who has got the plaudits from the Hardys recently, and the guy who the whole industry knows and loves and is absolutely on the side of. This is, one of those occasions where TNA have the potential to capture lightning in a bottle. Sometimes TNA, you do sometimes TNA it a little bit, but there is an opportunity here to really capture what Leon Slater's all about right now and make him X Division champion.
I completely agree. I absolutely could not agree more. And also for the fact of, as you may plug here in a little bit, he's doing a bit of he likes to go about here, there, and everywhere, does our Leon. And taking that title with you to different places is never a bad thing, is it?
Well, he's all over the place in July, because just before that showdown with Moose, he is defending the North Championship.
Yes. Yeah.
North Wrestling's biggest show ever, Thunderstruck 3 against Liam Slater and G Money, headlining that show. And then the following week, it's off to Slammiversary to challenge for the X Division title. He could become a belt collector if things go his way. But that Newcastle show I'll give some love to. We're getting Raj Desi.
Yes.
The former Jinder Mahal.
Jinder Mahal, don't hinder the Jinder.
Jinder is a Geordie. Tickets at northwrestling.co.uk. And now, speaking of titles winning and losing, Jey Uso lost the world title this past Monday to Gunther. Some people were caught off guard by this. But in the Wrestling Observer today, they go into why this happened at the speed it did.
Yes, they say it was confirmed to us the reason this happened is because Paul Levesque made the call to make Gunther versus Bill Goldberg on January 12th, Saturday night main event, a title match. It bears mentioning as well that Saturday night's main event goes live the same day as All in Texas 2, which could be a reason why big old Paul was keen to up the stakes on this one, because there's some mighty fine matches happening at All in Texas, and maybe this is one that he was hoping to combat those with.
Yeah, I think having a Goldberg versus Gunther match on the card is a great offering. I think you make it more tantalizing if you make it for the world title, which is why Jey Uso's title reign was cut somewhat short to make way for this big match, which may end up being Goldberg's retirement match against Gunther.
Do you think they do like a title versus career thing then?
I don't know if they do it as blatantly as that. I think Goldberg's been really open about the fact that he wants like one more match. He wants a retirement match.
We already kind of know.
I think if they make it title versus career, I think it telegraphs
it does, doesn't it,
a little bit where it's going. I don't think you need to add that. I think you can do that without making it ostensibly a retirement, like a title versus career match. You just have Goldberg kind of go like, I think I've got one more jackhammer in me, and it's got your name on it. You just do it that way. You have maybe Gunther say, I'm going to chop you into retirement, ring general, etc. It's going to be a big beefy boy battle.
Yeah.
I am intrigued to see how they match up. I think it's one of those sort of modern day dream match scenarios, and if both guys are on their game, without a shadow of a doubt, Gunther will be. That goes without saying. Goldberg, he's been a bit hit and miss over the years.
He's been a bit hit and miss, but, and as much as I sort of said it yesterday, that personally I'm not too fussed about this match, but I can't deny that like some of the shorter matches that we've had, some of the more explosive ones that we've had with Bill more recently have actually been pretty fun. Like the one that he did with Bobby Lashley was a lot of fun. I enjoyed that a lot, and if we get something somewhat similar to that, then I'm more than happy to see that happen.
Very much so. It's been a busy week for wrestling news. Are you subscribed to our newsletter? You can do that and get the very latest wrestling news at any time by going to cultaholic.com. Kiss, kiss.
Love you, bye.